When you move abroad, everyone loves to tell you about all of the hard stuff. The homesickness, the weird paperwork that makes you want to scream, the language barrier that turns simple tasks, like buying milk, into full-on mental puzzles. And yes, they're right. All of that is very real, and I have a video on a lot of those things that I experienced when I moved to Norway 4 years ago. So if you're curious about that, go ahead and watch that video. But what people don't talk about enough is how many incredible, life-changing, I can't believe this is my life moments you get because you moved abroad. Like I said, I've been living in Norway for 4 years now, and I want to share with you the best parts of it. Not just the picture-perfect Instagram bits, although you can see those over on my Instagram, but the moments that change the way I see the world and the way I see myself. When you grow up in one country, you live inside its default settings without even realizing it. How you greet people, how you shop for food, what you think is polite, it all feels natural because everyone around you is doing it. Then you move abroad and suddenly you're looking at your old life from the outside. For me, that started with pace. In the US, speed and productivity are almost moral values. Fast service, fast answers, fast everything. In Norway, things are slower. At first, I kind of thought it was inefficient, but now I realize it's intentional. Life here isn't about squeezing every bit of productivity out of the day. It's just about having a day. And it's not just the big cultural differences. Even small details make you question what's normal. Like why Americans bag groceries for you, but here you're expected to pack them yourself. Or why silence here isn't awkward. It's just how it is. You start realizing your old normal was just one way of doing things. And seeing that opens your mind in a way that sticks with you forever. Okay, here's the thing about moving abroad. It's like adulthood on hard mode. Back home, independence to me was knowing how to pay bills, maybe cooking a meal for myself, finding my way to a new place. Abroad, independence is figuring out a whole new health insurance system that you didn't grow up with, signing official documents you only kind of understand, and learning what the heck you just bought at the grocery store because you misread the label. Every challenge like that becomes a little independence badge that you get to wear. You stop relying on someone to guide you, or you stop relying on the systems that you are used to. You start trusting that even if you have no idea how something works, you'll figure it out. And that confidence hasn't just helped me here, it follows you everywhere. It will help you in anything and everything. One of the most unexpectedly joyful parts of living abroad is adopting new traditions in your life. Here in Norway, that means things like Sunday hikes, or as they say, søndagstur. It's not a special occasion. You don't need fancy hiking gear. People just go outside, even in winter, even in the rain, and it becomes this little weekly ritual. Then there's 17th of May, Constitution Day. If you've never seen an entire country wake up in traditional dress, eat cake for breakfast, and cheer for parades morning to night, it's magical. It's not performative patriotism, it's genuine joy in being together and in being Norwegian. The fun part, you don't stop celebrating your old traditions. You just blend them. I still have my American Thanksgiving, but now it's surrounded by Norwegian autumn traditions, which somehow makes it even more special. My calendar has doubled in celebrations, and so is my sense of belonging. And I am so lucky to be able to blend these cultures and celebrate all of these fantastic, beautiful things. Living abroad completely changes your social circle. At home, most of my friends had similar backgrounds. Here, I've had dinner with people from 5 different continents in one evening. You start meeting people who would never have crossed your path, locals who want to share their culture with you, and fellow immigrants who understand exactly what you're going through to start over somewhere new. These friendships also tend to go deeper quickly because everyone's already out of their comfort zones. That kind of connection feels different. It's intentional and it lasts. When I moved abroad, I fully expected to just jump in and learn about a new country, right? I didn't realize that I'd end up learning so much about myself. Living in a new place forces you to get comfortable with discomfort. You say yes to things that you normally wouldn't try, whether that's tasting brunost for the first time or going to a party where you barely understand the language. You get used to making mistakes and not letting them crush your confidence. Over time, you notice changes in yourself that you didn't plan for. You're more adaptable when plans change. You're more patient when things take longer. You're more curious about people who do things differently from you. And here's the best part. You carry that with you for life. And even if you decide to move back home someday, you'll be a different, and I'd argue better, version of yourself. The big experiences are amazing, but honestly, it's the little moments that get me. Like taking the train home from work and realizing that the fjord is sparkling in the sun, or being able to escape to this grandiose nature that you never thought you would experience in your life. These aren't tourist moments. This is my everyday life, and that's what makes them special. I remember visiting a friend up in Ulsteinvik, and just the view from his parents' house was like spectacular. And I remember saying, it is insane to me that this is what you wake up to every day. And he just kind of seemed used to it. But those moments and those things are very special to someone who doesn't grow up with that. It's funny because you think these wow moments will fade as you get used to living here, but they don't. They just change. At first it's, wow, I'm in Norway. Later, it's, wow, this is my neighborhood. And that shift from visitor to local feels incredible. And even if you only live abroad for a short time, it becomes part of your personal story forever. Years from now, I'll still remember my first snow here, my first time celebrating 17th of May, my first grocery store trip where I didn't have to check Google Translate at all. And I'll always have the ability to say, when I lived in Norway, and tell stories that make people lean in a little bit closer. And it's a chapter of my life that I'll always carry with me. Not because it was perfect, but because it was mine. So yes, moving abroad is hard. It stretches you in ways you cannot predict, but it also fills your life with moments and people and experiences that will change you for the better forever. If you're on the fence about it or in the middle of it, remember, the best parts are often the ones you don't see coming until you're living them. Thanks for hanging out with me today, and don't forget to like and subscribe if you liked this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!